What is going on YouTube? My name is Dom. Now in this one I was going to address some of the things that are going to be coming in Special Operations 2. This isn't like a trailer breakdown or anything like that. Oh, of course I do have some speculation as far as what's coming. We got a shit ton of info on Thursday. And apparently we have a fuck ton more coming tomorrow. And I wanted to say thank you to Ubisoft, man, for actually giving us notice. In my last video where, you know, where my no intel video, I got pretty pissed. I think Ubisoft listened, and thank you so much for making that adjustment and giving us some time before this update. I think I speak for the entire community when I say thank you for doing that. But anyway, let's go ahead and let's hop right into the video. So if you guys haven't figured it out yet, I am incredibly hyped for Special Operations 2. I think it's going to be awesome. I can't wait. Now, there's a few things that I wanted to touch on in regards to the trailer. If you guys haven't seen that, there will be a link to that down in the description, so you can go watch the Special Operations 2 trailer. I'm not going to be touching on everything that was mentioned there. There is a ton of things coming, but I really wanted to focus on two main things, the two things that I am most excited about. So there's a reason I'm only addressing really two. I'm only going to be addressing really the Observer mode and the two PvP classes that are going to be coming. Of course, the new maps are awesome. I'm in love with new maps. Of course, I'm not going to do a breakdown for those or really an in-depth strategy on those or even speculation on those until I have them in my hands. I know exactly what they look like, and I know exactly where the spawns are and things like that. I know people like Delta Elite have already found the maps on the Ghost Recon campaign side of things, but I prefer to have boundaries and to have spawns and to have game mode types before I actually do anything with those. Now, the new victory screen is going to be awesome as well. I'm looking forward to new emotes. I think it's just going to add another layer of this is a legit online experience to this game, and I really hope and I really think that's going to be awesome. I think it's just going to make the game more legitimate in that aspect. It may make it more comparable to something like Rainbow Six Siege. I did want to talk a little bit about the Observer mode. I think that's so cool. And what I'm thinking with the Observer mode is with this, I would be running my own tournaments. If you guys were interested in that, please let me know. Of course, I will only run them if I'm going to have people competing in them. I'm not going to be competing in them, but I would be like a commentator or whatnot and live stream those. Please let me know if you guys would be interested in competing in those tournaments. As far as I know, the first few probably would have no entry fee. They would just be free, and I'd figure out some sort of prize to give away for that. But please let me know if you guys would be interested in competing in that. Now, the big thing that I wanted to harp on was these two new PvP classes. Of course, this video is about preparing for Special Operations 2, and what better way to prepare than to have a good idea of what classes we're going to go in with, because that's going to be the biggest thing that's going to change the gameplay overall into Season 2. Now with this, this theme for this new update is Rainbow Six Siege, and myself, I'm not too familiar with Rainbow Six Siege. I played it a little bit back in the day, but I really just did not like the game, so that's a reason I don't play it anymore. Photo that Ubisoft released online shows the two silhouettes of the new classes, as well as the emblems that go along with those classes. It's pretty obvious that the medic looking symbol is going to be a version of Doc from Rainbow Six Siege. And if you guys are not familiar with Doc, Doc uses a stim pack pistol, I believe, which can heal his allies from a distance if he shoots them. It can also revive them. He can shoot them with that stim pack pistol. I believe he has like three of those bullets a round or something like that. Now, something like that implemented into Ghost Recon, I would fucking love. If we just had a heal operator, I don't really care for the whole stim pack pistol idea. I would be fine if the operator had to come right next to you in order to heal you. I'd be totally fine with that. I find that would be an excellent counter to hollow points. Right now, I think hollow point is bullshit because there really is an effective counter to it. You can go to like restocks and things like that, but if people are lining up on it and anticipating it, you're just fucked. Now, I'm not sure if they're going to make it so that this operator can shoot people from a drone to heal them, or come up right next to people and heal them, or have an actual stim pack pistol like Doc does to heal them. And how do we know this is Doc? Obviously, it has pretty much the same emblem as well. The silhouette lines up perfectly. When I transpose an image of Doc onto the silhouette, it pretty much lines up perfectly. We have a very good idea that Doc is coming. We have strong evidence to suggest that, or at least a heal operator nonetheless. Now, the next one is a little bit more obscure. Of course, I think I do have a good idea of which operator this is going to be. Now, in Rainbow Six Siege, there's an operator called Smoke, And Smoke has the option to, I believe, throw packages that are filled with this gas that when he releases this gas, it explodes and it deals damage to players that are in that radius. Now this sounds a lot like Trapper in his traps when people walk through them and they detonate and they do damage and they stun them for a second. It sounds very similar to that. It does go along with the toxic symbol, and also when you transpose an image of Smoke onto the silhouette, it lines up pretty well. Also, I'm just a little confused on this one because it sounds very similar to Trapper, except it just sounds like a character that can do this either from a drone or from, hand to hand. Now, one thing I'm a little concerned about is this sounds like it's a very close quarters and situational. I could see it if it's from a... Hey guys, sorry I had to interrupt here, but my mic actually messed up with some of the recording. So if you guys hear a strange audio pitch in the back, you know that's just my mic messing up. Hopefully you guys can still make out what I'm saying, but I do apologize for that and just wanted to give you a fair warning. Drone could be very irritating. It could be very overpowered, possibly, if they don't balance it correctly. If you can just shoot gas from a drone that deals damage to people, and then you time that well with an attack on that specific area, that can be very, very powerful, very annoying, especially if someone uses this repeatedly. But of course, if they have a doc like character that can heal, it's not gonna, of course we can't judge that Smoke character off of the classes we have now, because there's another class that's going to be accompanying him in this next update, and maybe if he has a heal that can counter that would be great as well. It might be really balanced, and I think that would be really cool overall. Of course, if they make it an assault-like operator that's going to be throwing these things like C4, I don't really think that's going to work out too well. But if you can throw it from a drone, I think that's going to be really cool, and it's going to add another layer to the game. Of course, if you combine that with like a smoke drone and then also a gas on top of it, that'd be interesting to see how that plays out. But anyway, let me know what you guys think about all this stuff down in the comments section below. I am super fucking excited because tomorrow they're releasing the full trailer for the rest of the remaining content that's coming out on Tuesday. And I'm thinking, what more could they bring? This is so much already. I'm so excited to do that, and I will be bringing a video tomorrow about that. I also have the entire day of Wednesday off. I got it off from work, so I'm going to be basically spending that whole day analyzing all of the new things, figuring out all the new ins and outs of hopefully both the new classes, as well as all the new things that are going to be coming out. So please stay tuned for that. Also going to be doing a live stream probably on Tuesday in the new update. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you tomorrow.